I'm Phil with Alpha Bowhunting, and this is our new show, To the Point.
You go to makeup, bro. You go to makeup.
Makeup. You can have your little compacts in here if you read and just
Get somebody to come do it for me.
some little
They'll put the little things in their shirts, collars.
All right, guys, welcome to Alpha Bowhunting, and in its infancy, what we're going to probably call this segment, this topic, this show is To the Point. Back when I was doing the podcast Championship Bowhunting before Alpha Bowhunting, I was able to give some short nuggets, and it was easy to digest, quick on the go, and we're going to try to keep that, our topics and our focus to the point. So what we're going to start with in this first show is, touching a little bit on what we do, and a couple of the coaches here that, Bo and Braden, that are very involved in, like I said, the webinar, the workshops, the online stuff that we're starting to get into, the tournament series you guys helped me with, the shop, everything. We're all a family here, and we all work on everything together. So, and there's more people that we're going to have on that also help. So this is something that it's going to be a fluid situation, but I want to talk a little bit about the Alpha Pyramid and the Alpha Bowhunting Challenge and the things that we've kind of started really digging into this year.
Yep.
So, obviously the all-day workshops went well. We sold out 3 workshops. I had interest to do more. We ran out of time from the season.
Yep.
We got
The challenges, right?
we got a lot of positive feedback after the season from a few people that are killed bulls, killed deer, killed their first animals.
And I got private messages and
Yep.
pictures
Yep.
and emails. So
which is
thank
great
you.
to see.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah.
If
That's
you're
what we
still
like
in
to
the
see.
field, out of state, in state, on a later hunt, send us pictures, please.
Yeah, and let's go ahead and kind of also let people know this is. Well, I mean, we're September 26th. We're fresh off of the close of the 2018 archery elk season.
Yep.
Mule deer for some, if you hunted mule deer, pronghorn, bear,
I still got blisters on my feet.
right? So some of us are still a little sore. But as we move forward into what we're kind of giving you a better understanding as to what we're doing and why we're doing it, everything leans on each other, right? The tournament series is important. We started that first just because it was fun and it was easy to get out there first. The coaching stuff, I was working on it more. We started all kind of putting some more input and then molding that. But the way that one works and lends itself to, basically leans on the other, is all encompassing, and it's a circular kind of evolution that we're trying to help people get better and grow within. Again, what we've experienced, we don't know everything. We didn't fill every tag this year,
Nope.
right?
No.
I missed second day of the season, so we'll continue to make mistakes, and yes, this is a active archery shop, so you're going to get some noise here.
Background noise.
No background noise.
So I apologize for the interruption. That's one thing we were just talking about. One thing we were just talking about was I've got a huge level of respect for the guys that film hunts and edit and do all that.
No.
Yeah.
I can't stand the retakes and the B-roll and that, like actually having participated in some of that, because it doesn't seem as real and authentic. And I get the point. I understand why it's necessary.
Yeah.
But that's one thing here is we're probably going to give you very little second and third takes. It's going to be as
You're gonna
as
get
raw
raw.
as
Yeah,
it's gonna
uncut
get.
for
raw.
sure.
You're gonna get it raw, but
And,
that's okay.
yeah. So anyway, going back to the purpose of what we're doing, it's going to be, really focused on the core of what our goal is here, is to help bow hunters as best we can from the things that are measurable, that are fixed, that are adjustable, that are coachable. But the topic that we want to touch on, and we're going to start with this, we're probably going to clip it into 2 parts, because again, we're going to keep these episodes short, is hunting instinct. Okay? It's a topic that I believe you learn that in the field. It's not something that's easily taught or coached. Now, obviously, if you have a father, an uncle, a grandfather that's taken you through the woods and, worked you through some
right.
things, yeah, they're teaching you in the field and maybe preparing you in the before you get in the field. But the experiences you learn while in the field are like nothing else.
That's why I think hunting is so hard and so challenging, and especially bow hunting. And why I love it though is because we only get a certain amount of time a year to learn each time. You know, and we can talk about it all we want here. We can teach all we want. We can run all the tournaments we want. But you don't get that unless you're around real animals, live animals in the field.
And each animal's different.
Every animal's different. Every situation's different.
One guy's got that, what seems like that knack to harvest one particular type of animal, and they have it down to, to the end of the, the pin type thing. They got it exact, or at least seems to be exact.
Right.
And you take that same guy and you plug him into a different type of species or a different type of terrain, and it completely changes.
Well, and there's something to that too, because I'll bring up a guy that I don't know him personally. It's Tony Trek or Tony Trek, right? Tretch. Now, consistently killing animals from, it seems like, Kansas to the west.
Man. He's a stud.
There's
slaying.
those
Those
one
guys.
percenters,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And that's a lot what we talk about in our coaching in the alpha, the pyramid and the structure of trying to become as efficient to be a top 10 percenter. The people that elevate their game to that top 1% have figured out hunting instinct, animal behavior. They're tough as nails, probably.
Yep.
They're very effective with their equipment. So they've really molded their package. And those are some of the guys that we hope to be able to also bring on the show, pick their brain, because even though, some of us have filled a couple tags this year so far, we still have more hunts to go. Again, I would say that most of us fall into that category of being in the top percent from a success standpoint. Now, obviously, you lay all your tags out and you say, I've got 5, 6, 7 tags and I fill 3 or 4 a year. Okay, yeah, you're
Doing pretty good.
You're doing pretty good. But at the same token, like I said, what we're really focused on coaching is what we deal with from the pro shop, what some of us have learned from shooting tournaments and hunting, and our experience is, Bo, you grew up in Wisconsin, right?
Midwest, hunt whitetails, tree stands, ground blinds.
But then you've been able to transition into Western style hunting and done it successfully. Braden and I have done. Seems like, I shouldn't speak for you, but I know you dig the whitetail hunting. But it's another tag,
It's
right?
another
It's
tag.
another
It's
experience.
just another experience, another tool in the box. We talk about different environments, different animals, to me, it's a toolbox, right? We have a toolbox of hunting instincts and experiences. The fuller your toolbox is, the more ways you know how to harvest an animal.
Some of it translates to different species and specific
species,
scenarios.
but you have a toolbox.
Yep.
I want my toolbox to be as full as possible. Now, I realized some things this year that it's not quite as full as I thought it was. So I need to go get some more. I need to get some more tools. But yeah, guys that we're talking about, the 1%ers, they've got a full toolbox. Quite literally, they've got a full toolbox to go out and kill.
But even in addition to that, of some of those guys that I know, they'll still tell you. You ask them, and they'll still tell you that they're still learning. They're chalking things up to experience. But whether they've put in the time and just push through and able to notch that tag, fill that tag, or whatever the case is, they've found the right combination of time, experiences, and use of their toolbox to do it more consistently.
They're all going to struggle. All of us are going to struggle, even the 1%ers. It's whether we can evolve through that struggle and realize, okay, this is what I may be lacking and need to work on, or to sit back for just a minute and really evaluate the situation and try to figure out, if specifically, let's say elk hunting this year was hot. It was a hot year. Early year and hot, and a lot of people struggled to find elk in areas because it was so dry, let's say, and there's a few people out there that are just going to keep pounding the mountain in those same areas that they've seen elk year after year after year, and those elk might not have been there because of a lack of water. Well, so evolving and stopping for a second and going, okay, where are they now? It's not, you find,
hold that
you
topic,
find them,
hold that topic,
sure,
because that's a great actually starting point where I want to continue into the next part of the conversation. Obviously, this first segment, we'll call it, is we want to keep it to the point and be very direct on what we're talking about. We want to continue with this conversation because this conversation can actually serve us through 3 or 4 segments, right? It's something that, and we won't even exhaust it at that point. But trying to keep this true to short form information, we're going to start segment 2 episode 2, right, with the continuation of some of our experiences this year and some of the things we've learned. So stay tuned. Come back and join us on the next show. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell. We're going to be bringing you more episodes like this, in addition to other topics, because as the seasons flow and as the things that happen around the pro shop change, new equipment, dealing with new equipment, tuning new equipment, trying new equipment, getting ready for tournaments, getting ready for the season, we want to be able to bring you that as it comes naturally, not forced, like, hey, let's get you ready for hunting season next year and season's over. It's not fitting.
Yeah.
So we want you to be the fly on the wall here in our home, in our pro shop, and with what we do, and just we're going to bring you our takes on how it comes. So let's go ahead and continue on. Check in on the next episode, I should say, and we'll go ahead and close this one out. So thanks for checking us out. Excited to be bringing you this moving forward. There's a ton of information for end of 2018 and 2019 that we're going to be filtering through these type of segments. So stay tuned, share them with your friends, and we'll see you guys soon.